NXT. Next segment. NXT sides with the CW. First, Fox says wrestling fans are poor. I'm paraphrasing. Then NWA has a TV deal. And then they do a little bit of cocaine on the air. And then bam, NXT, the CW, 2024, making it happen. And I feel like, is anyone having flashbacks of ECW and TNN?
You know what I think happened, actually?
Go ahead.
I think they heard about it, the spot happening, and that they were in hot water, and HBK was like, I got a plan. And he got in contact with the CW guys, and he's like, listen, I understand it. I'm a wrestler, and I used to do cocaine,
But not
but I'm a
anymore.
changed man now. I'm a God-fearing man, just like you folk. And I'd never do cocaine, and I want to bring a wholesome product. What do you think of NXT?
Yeah. Well,
I think he just hustled them.
I think so. Well, the thing is, too, like, it could have been just you get a wrestling company, and then you're like, I'm willing to put wrestling on board. And then you do that as soon as there's a TV deal up. Fox says wrestling fans are poor. They need a new home. And then Vince, WWE, TKO, Vince, Triple H, the whole gang will say, Vinnie Mac and the gang, the TKO posse, goes, well, we can get this TV deal while also blocking anyone else from getting a national TV deal. And it's a
Not
win-win.
only that, but I could very much see UFC or TKO also coming in with the leverage of, and based off how this deal goes with us, maybe we look at like deals with UFC products and such in the future, because if everybody knows that CW is trying to expand into sports marketing shit or sports programming. UFC offering like teasing, like they might give them a fight night every once in a while, or they might give them stuff. I think helps add a lot of leverage if you're looking to get into sports.
Yeah, and if you are a network, top 20, CW, it's way more expensive to make Supergirl. It's way more expensive to make Superman. It's way more expensive to make Batgirl. WWE, pro wrestling, it might be for the poor, says Fox. But if you're not a top tier channel, it's cheap content so that you can bring in advertisers and all that. So I think this is a big brain by NXT, and NWA really, really missed out. I think now CW says they're going to be on the app. Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah.
They're fucked. And not only that, but CW is at the thing.
You're on the app competing with NXT now. Like, it is as bad as it could get.
Yeah. And CW is kind of in the same place where Spike was, where TNN was, and they could possibly get a deal if Fox and USA says fuck it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and USA and Fox doesn't benefit with the WWE being there just because of how big they are. And also us being the poors. Raccoon, did you know you're part of the poors?
I had an idea.
You had an idea, but I'm glad Fox made it clear. And,
Yeah,
we're being joke. Let's break this down because sometimes we joke around too much and it don't. If you have 1 million people watching your product, but none of them can afford a BMW, that takes away a lot of advertising dollars. So not only do ratings matter, views matter, and all that stuff, but who's watching? If Oprah Winfrey, The Rock, Bill Gates are the only 3 fuckers that watch your stuff, and then Bezos catches up on the weekend, and you only have those 4 viewers, those 4 viewers are more valuable than 20,000 billion wrestling fans. It's just the way it is. But CW doesn't have what Fox has. CW doesn't have what USA has. So it's a more better fit.
Not only that, but with CW looking to make an entire content transition, having a big brand name like WWE and NXT is much, much more beneficial for them.
Yeah.
It's like, it screams we're a big deal. You know what I mean? If you're like, oh, we're changing our whole programming style. Now we feature NWA and other sports content. Mm-hmm. That's not as impressive as, we're changing our whole content style, now bringing NXT and other sports content. That sounds way more impressive.
Yeah,
Well, they'd probably say WWE's
they'll
NXT.
definitely say WWE. Yeah. And not only that, but like we bust balls on stuff, but we also praise stuff. You know, we try not to. We try to be honest, at least honest from our point of view. We try to be the genuine. Oh man, I should have dropped it. We'll try to be genuine, if you will. Throwing a Dusty there. WWE, one of the best things WWE does, it's not wrestling. It's not TV shows. It's not entertainment. It's marketing. They are insanely good at marketing. And if you're the little CW and you're trying to redo your image and your brands, wouldn't you want a partner that's famous for marketing? Any last words?
No, I NWA really fumbled really hard, and NXT swooped in and just punished him so much worse for it.
And